Hello, my crafty friends. It's time to get started on the 12 days of Christmas. So this is going to be card number 1 for 2015. And we'll be using the Cricut Winter Frolic cartridge. I've got 2 cute 6x6 paper pads. This is Christmas Basics from the Paper Studio, which is a Hobby Lobby brand. And then I have this Echo Park 6x6 pad, and it's called Dots and Stripes. It's actually only dots, but we'll be using that one. And for our sentiment on our first card, we're going to use the Cardz TV Christmas Critter Captions, and we're going to use Season's Tweetings from Our Nest to Yours. So that'll give you a clue as to what's going on this card. So I'll get everything over here that we need, and we'll get started. We've got a white card base, and this is going to be a landscape style card. So it folds like that. But I cut my cardstock at 8.5 by 5.5, scored it at 4 1/4, and it became an A2 size card, 4 1/4 by 5.5. We're going to add a red mat, this cute green and white polka dot mat. I'm sticking with traditional Christmas colors today. Then we've got another red mat and this cute holly paper that's going on next. And then I wanted a border across there, so I took some more of the red and more of the polka dot. We're going to line those up, and that's going to go right across the center of the card, just like that. So I'm going to get everything adhered down, and we'll come back and I'll show you the cute little image that's going on this Christmas card. Here's my card base all ready, and as you can see, I moved this border down just a little bit closer to the bottom because I want to make sure I have room to place my little image on here exactly the way I want it. Now, as I said, I went to the Winter Frolic cartridge, and on page 63, and I don't know if you can see this, it's very small, there's a little tree branch, and hanging from it by a red ribbon is a little birdhouse, and there's 2 little birds inside, 2 little blue birds. And the bigger bird, which I'm assuming is the husband or the dad, is wearing a Santa hat. And then we have a smaller little bird right here. But I'm going to assume this is a family in this little birdhouse. So I cut this out at 2.5 inches. And let me show you mine. And I put mine on the shadow because I wanted to pop it up. And I couldn't do that with the branches being so thin and everything. But the background is cut out of brown. Then when you hit shift, this will cut this part of your little birdhouse and the little leaves or the pine boughs or sprigs on the tree. So I cut that out of green. Then you come over here and you use blue to cut your 2 birds right there. And, of course, I cut the shadow out of white instead of black as they show. And then this is for the ribbon that the birdhouse is hanging from. And this is the little Santa hat. And it cuts little eyes for the birds. And they were so tiny I couldn't use them. So you can just go ahead and cut your little birds. Take a fine-tipped black pen and draw the eyes on. This is a very tiny little hat, but you can still use it, and then the ribbon as well. And I've got this on some foam tape, and I'm going to add that right about there, and I want it to line up with the edge of the polka dot paper, and I'm going to move it up just like that. And then for my sentiment, I cut a white banner, and I used the Cardz TV Christmas Critter Captions, and also some Memento Tuxedo black ink. And I've stamped this and cut this out, and that's just going to tuck right there under that little birdhouse, just like that. That's so cute. And I've got some red enamel dots. This came from that Hobby Lobby haul that I got a few weeks back. And I'm going to take some of the little red enamel dots and put some in different places on here. I know for sure I'm going to put one as the knot for the ribbon. So I'm going to get everything adhered down, and we'll come back and take a look at card number 1 in the 12 Days of Christmas cards for 2015. Here's my finished card, and I love the way it turned out with the red, white, and green and that little pop of blue on those 2 little birds in the birdhouse. And you can see I've added some red enamel dots for just a little bit of shine. And on the inside, I'm probably just going to stamp Merry Christmas using another one of my Cardz TV stamp sets. Thanks so much for coming by today, guys. And if you'll stay tuned for just a few more seconds, I'll have all the supplies that I used today, as well as the cut sizes for the card. If you'd like to recreate it, you can just jot that down. I'll see you again soon with another card. Bye now.